Welcome back, my friends. Currently, we're on day 199 of Russia's disastrous invasion of Ukraine. Holy cow, are things going terrible for the Russian military at the moment, because the Ukrainian military has successfully launched a counteroffensive in the Kharkiv region, retaking dozens of towns that were previously under Russian control. Ukraine has fought deep into occupied territory, capturing equipment and personnel, and raising the country's blue and yellow flag along the way. Incredible pictures and videos I have to show you. And President Zelensky gave an address 2 days ago mentioning that 30 towns in the Kharkiv region have been liberated. But honestly, the Ukrainian military is moving so fast at the moment, this might be closer to 50 or 60 towns. Likewise, 2 days ago, it was reported that more than 1,000 square kilometers worth of territory had been liberated back under Ukrainian control, but the Russian lines are collapsing so suddenly that this number might be closer now to 2,000 or 3,000 square kilometers. Lots of incredible pictures of Ukrainian soldiers posing in front of well-known landmarks or city signs to declare their presence for the world to see. Lots of inspiring pictures of the Russian flag being taken down and then the Ukrainian flag being put up. That has to feel good. You can also see Ukrainian soldiers tearing down Russian billboards and Russian propaganda that the Russian military put up, and they're raising the Ukrainian flag in all of these towns and villages.
Слава ЗСУ! Слава Україні! Героям слава! Без Геть Російської Федерації!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Absolutely incredible. Here's an animation of what occurred over last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe even a little bit into Thursday. And you can see that somehow the Ukrainian military amassed this huge invasion force, and either Russian intelligence didn't notice it, or Russia didn't take it serious. They didn't think the Ukrainians were actually going to do anything. And Ukraine amassed in this portion right here where they thought the Russian lines were the weakest. And we'll go ahead and press play on the animation, and you can see this is basically World War II style blitzkrieg, getting deep into enemy lines, coming up behind them. Large pockets of Russian soldiers were completely surrounded within 48 hours. Lots of Russian soldiers killed, lots of Russian soldiers captured. And the objective for the Ukrainian military was to punch deep into Russian territory to get to this city right here, which is a major Russian rail line. Additionally, this river coming down here, the Oskil River, is a nice natural barrier where I think this will become the new front line for the Russians and the Ukrainians in the Kharkiv region. When we go on deepstatemap.live, it's almost too good to be true, but I'll show you the day-by-day territory gained by the Ukrainians starting on Monday, September 5th. This is when the counteroffensive kicked off, and we'll go ahead and jump to the 6th. You can see that this is where their initial thrust, their initial attack was. We'll then jump to the 7th, and you can see they reached this road, allowing them to get behind Russian lines here in Bakalia. We'll then jump to Thursday the 8th at the end of the day, and they already made it to this road, allowing them to get to this city right here and to push to the river. We'll then jump to Friday at the end of the day. This is moving fast. But all of the front lines that the Russians had formed here completely collapsed. Thousands of Russian soldiers killed, thousands of Russian soldiers captured. We'll then jump ahead one more day, and like I said, this map is changing fast, but all of this territory is firmly under Ukraine's control. And as you can see what's happening here, the Ukrainians now have the Russian forces in Izium surrounded on 3 sides. So they're currently Ukrainian front lines on the south, Ukrainian front lines on the west, and they've now gotten behind the Russians in Izium from the north. The only other direction is east, and there's a river in that direction. So any Russian forces in Izium, they're basically considered trapped. They have to get out of there. And here is a video of a Russian war reporter saying exactly that. They got to get the hell out of Izium.
В общем, час назад, это уже вечер. Быстренько меняем колесо. Нужно как можно скорее.
So this Russian war reporter is with his Russian escorts, and they got a flat tire on their vehicle, and they're hastily trying to change the tire because they want to get the hell out of this city. Everything along the front lines for the Russians is collapsing. And I don't have pictures and videos yet of Ukrainian soldiers raising a flag in Izium, but here is a war map put out by pro-Russian sources, and they're already saying that Izium is gone, that the Russian forces in Izium realize they're entirely surrounded, they can't get resupplied, it's not looking good. So they're already falling back to the other side of the river, getting the heck out of Izium. And there's fantastic pictures and videos of Ukrainian civilians greeting Ukrainian forces as their liberators. Tears of joy, lots of happy cheers. Let me share a couple pictures and videos. Here's a nice montage video of Ukrainians liberating all these towns. Wow, absolutely incredible. Here's another video I found that I really enjoyed of Ukrainian forces in a liberated town, and the civilians were so grateful they wanted to give them watermelons.
Це Україна, Україна!
А що за село, хоч скажіть? Александровка! І п'ята машина, наш земляк, вот живет через огород, даже домой не... И домой даже не заехал.
Заедет.
Ребята, слава Украине, спасибо, пацаны.
Все буде Україна, все буде Україна.
Все буде Україна, все буде Україна. Спасибо.
Щасливо, щасливо. Дякуємо, дякую.
Sharing their fresh fruits that they've grown with their soldiers. Here are lots of pictures and videos of Russian military equipment that has been captured by the Ukrainians. These are, I guess, ammunition warehouses that a HIMARS missile hasn't successfully destroyed, but this is now under Ukrainian control. Lots of guns and artillery and ammunition that the Ukrainian military can immediately put to use. Here's the live reaction of a Ukrainian soldier finding this ammunition warehouse completely unguarded.
Вот такі от подарочки нам оставили. Ау! Ау! Пацани грузять. Спасибо, Кацан.
And the Ukrainians are immediately loading all of these munitions onto trucks to put them to good use. In addition, hundreds of Russian vehicles have been captured by the Ukrainian military. Here's one so of them capturing a Russian tank. All they've got to do is scrub off that Nazi Z on the side of the tank and then paint it blue and yellow, and it's good to be used on the front lines. So what is the Russian military's response? How are they reacting to this aggressive counteroffensive being successfully achieved by the Ukrainian military? And the Russian military, the only thing they can do is bomb civilians, so they're currently indiscriminately shelling the city of Kharkiv. This alone proves the point that the Russian military is incompetent and they don't know how to defeat the Ukrainian military on the ground. The only thing the Russians can do is bomb buildings and indiscriminately kill civilians. That's what they're choosing to do in response to Ukraine's successful counteroffensive. And here's the joke online. Obviously, this isn't real, but maybe it is. Maybe the actual Kherson counteroffensive is starting up here in Kharkiv. They're going to first take Kharkiv, then take Luhansk, then invade Russia, maybe take Rostov-on-Don, come down here to the Kerch Bridge, use it to retake Crimea, and then attack Kherson from the south. So there you go. The Kherson counteroffensive. This is the Ukrainians' master plan. And here's a briefing with the generals for Vladimir Putin. The offensive is going great. Our offensive, right? Pause. Our offensive, right? And we actually have the live reaction of the Russian military showing their supporters online how the front lines are looking.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God! Oh, Jesus, God! Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus of Nazareth!
I don't know how anyone who supports Russia can spin this to be a positive for the Russian military, losing thousands of square kilometers worth of territory in maybe 50 or 60 villages. So people who support Russia online have to be in full panic mode. All the propaganda and BS that they've been digesting for 6 or 7 months, there's just no way to rationalize this if you're a supporter of Russia. You're supposed to be the world's second most powerful military, and you're currently getting your ass kicked by the Ukrainians. Final story I want to quick mention in this video that maybe didn't get enough attention, but a top Russian general was captured in the Kharkiv counteroffensive. Ukrainian infantrymen attacking the Kharkiv region have likely captured a top Russian general in charge of half the forces deployed in Ukraine. So it is a possibility that the reason why the Russian forces in this area are in complete disarray and collapsing is because the #1 guy, the top general for this part of the map, has been captured by the Ukrainians. So here's the picture of him when he was taken prisoner, and at the time he was wearing the wrong rank. Perhaps he was trying to conceal his actual seniority, but you can visually confirm it, with this mole on his face and even his ears. This is the same guy. This is a 2-star general. This is a lieutenant general. And the implications of capturing this man for the West, for the Ukrainian military, is huge. People on Twitter haven't really begun thinking through the implications of the capture of this Russian Lieutenant General Andrei Sikoevy. If Ukraine got him, they also overran his headquarters and all the paperwork and electronic records held in his office, in his headquarters. So let's think about that. It's not just a matter of codes and ciphers and operational plans that the Ukrainians are now in possession of. That headquarters has all of the Russian government's political and military policy directives that have reached the front headquarters. It has all of the filtration lists, all the kill lists, all the information of who and what to ethnically cleanse in Ukraine. It has all the various Russian government ministry directives on what to steal from Ukraine and who to send it to in Russia. This is a systemic level of documentation of Russian war crimes and who did them. And it's going to need probably an international coalition to go through all the data, go through all the evidence. But what has been captured from this Russian general's office is going to be used in war crime trials probably for the next 50 years, comparable to what occurred with Nazi soldiers and Nazi officers. The same is going to happen with a Truth and Reconciliation with Russian senior leadership. This Russian general who has been captured, he is going to stand trial. And unlike contract soldiers or conscripts at the lowest level, unaware of what they were doing, this guy has ordered the firing of artillery on innocent civilians. He's probably ordered ethnically cleansing. He's ordered the thefts and all the other terrible war crimes that Russia is guilty of. This man is never going to be exchanged. He's never going to be released. He is the best source of information concerning war crimes that the Ukrainians have obtained to this date. And speaking of war crimes, I found this video online of exchanged Ukrainian prisoners of war. They just were released and they were given a box of sweets to share amongst themselves. These Ukrainian soldiers have only been in Russian captivity for maybe weeks or months, but you can see from their physical appearance, they've been abused, they've been tortured, they've been starved. And I just want to show you their reaction to sharing these sweets together. These Ukrainian soldiers, these POWs, they're the lucky ones. Ukraine, so far to date, successfully exchanged them. They got them out. They got them to safety. But there are still probably thousands, if not tens of thousands, of Ukrainian soldiers still in Russian captivity, being tortured, abused, and starved. And the Ukrainian military is going for them. This video right here might be one of the best of the war so far. Very inspiring. Prior to the beginning of the Kharkiv Counter Offensive, this regiment of soldiers came together to sing the Ukrainian national anthem as one. That's all for this update video. Glory to the heroes, glory to Ukraine. If you want to support me and my channel, give this video a thumbs up. Best way to do so. Comments or questions, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys. Till the next video, take care, be safe.